Hello and welcome to Raise the Bar. My name's Nick. I appreciate you joining me today. What I do here is give my honest opinion about a couple games that's going to happen today, which today we have a full slate of NBA games. We've been doing pretty good yesterday, broke 500 though. Hopefully today we'll have a better day. That's the thing about gambling. You don't know what you're going to get one way or the other. It's a gamble. That's why it's called gambling, because every time you put your money for, you hope you're a winner every day. And that's what we're going to hope for every day while we're here. Hope for a winner. And if you bet the correct way, you should come out either even money or on the plus side. And we're hoping that every day you're on the plus side. So if you have any ideas as far as something I could do with the show, just please hit me up. You could email me at rtbsportspicks@outlook.com. Today, my drink of the day is Modelo. Now, listen, you can't go wrong with a Modelo. If you're sitting back and you're enjoying a game, or if you're watching the show right now, you cannot go wrong with some Modelo. It's one of my favorite beers because you could drink like 19 of them and still feel good. Really. And there you go. There's the crack. There it is. Ain't that beautiful? All right. Now we're ready to get down to brass tacks. All right. I got a couple games for you guys. Right off the bat. Now, I want to start doing a grading system because yesterday, I shouldn't have went with the Cavaliers. They are a horrible team. And I knew it was a 50-50 game. And honestly, I would have graded that a 1. And we're going to start doing a grading system or a unit system, which is the games that I'm iffy about. I'm going to give a projection for that game, especially when there's only 3 games. We gave 3 projections for that game, for that night. Last night was only 3 games for NBA. So I gave 3 projections. It didn't turn out. We got 2 out of the 3. Cavaliers are horrible. So I would have went with 1 unit with that. Now, the games that I'm sure about, like the Lakers game, I would have gave a 5 or a 4. So we're going to go from 1 to 5. And we're going to keep track, and I'm going to keep track every day of how many units I move per day. Now, if we move a unit, and if you have, and it goes as far as 20, say a 1 unit is $20, all the way up to a 5 unit, which is $100. Now, if you move units, you would be on the plus side of every day. That's what we're hoping anyway. All right, that's what we're going to do. So moving right along, we have, I want to look at the Miami game, okay? Now, I like Miami, and that's who I'm going to go with today, right off the bat, because you can't go against Miami's home record. I'm looking for my pen. You can't go against Miami's home record. Now, LA is favored by 2.5 right now, and the over-under is 221.5. So we're going to take those points. All right, we're going to take those points. And if you want, you could tease those points. I tease it, where you feel comfortable, tease it up. Maybe 2 points, 3 points. But I like Miami here. Now, the trends are, let's look at the injury report real quick. Paul George is out for the Clippers, and that's big. Patrick Beverley is doubtful. All right. Jimmy Butler is questionable. You don't know if he's going to play or not, so let's keep an eye on that. Dragic, he's questionable. Look at that. That's a lot of points right there, but Miami has a great home record, and we can't do away with that. We can't just forget about it and throw it out the window. So I'm going with the home team because Miami is so good at home. I mean, their trends, all right, right now, as a home underdog, right, they're 2-0. All right, their home record right now, okay, is 15-5-1. 15-5-1. I mean, they have a great home record. So right there, we're just going to go with the home team, and that's our first pick. All right. Our second pick of the day. Let's look at the Boston game. Boston is at Orlando. Okay, this is a very intriguing game to me. All right, because look at this injury report for Boston. Boston is missing Tatum. They're missing Cancer. They're out, right? And Jaylen Brown's questionable, and Robert Williams III, he's out, right? Orlando is healthy. They're healthy, all right? Look at the roster. Boston is missing. This is how many points they're missing. Right? For this game, Tatum's out. That's 21.5 points right there. Right? Cantor's out. That's 10 points a game. Right? And Jaylen Brown, it's almost 20 points a game. And that's 50 points a game. That's missing. All right. With a healthy home team as Orlando, and they fight. Okay. So I'm going to go with Orlando and take the points with that. Now for that Miami game, I'm going to just give you a 1 unit for that. All right. That's a 1 unit. All right. I'm sure about that game. I like that game, but I'm not risking a lot of money on that game. And neither should you. So Orlando, we're taking over Boston. And we're taking the 1.5. And with this game, I'm taking, that's going to be a 3 unit. I like this game. All right. That is a 3 unit. Let's look at the over-under. It's 212 right now. 1.5. I mean, I don't like it. If you're going to take the over-under with this game, I would go with the under. All right. As far as, because I like Boston as far as defensively, and they don't have the shooters today. They don't have the people that would score normally. So I would take the under for this. And that's a 1 unit just for the under. Okay. That's 3 picks. Moving along. Okay. And let's go down to New Orleans. All right. So we all seen Zion hit the court. He hit the court and he hit it running. I mean, that dude was 4 for 4 from the 3-point line in the fourth quarter. Now listen, he's a rookie. He's a rookie and he's a beast. Rebounding, 3-point shot. I mean, this dude makes people look so small next to him. They're in New Orleans. Now, nothing against Denver, but before Zion even hit the court, they were already 7-3. They were already 7-3. This team is on its way up, and maybe Zion is that one piece they needed, that one spark they needed. Now that home crowd is going to be nuts today. It's going to be nuts because of Zion, and I feel like they're going to hit they're going to feed off that. This team is going to feed off that. Okay. I'm looking at it's a pretty evenly matched game. They're almost identical teams. You know, let's look at the trends, right? Let's look at the trends. Now, they are against the spread. New Orleans is 22-21, and Denver is 18-22. After a win, Denver is 10-19, and New Orleans 10-6. Obviously, we know New Orleans lost the last game. After a loss, New Orleans is pretty even, 12-14. But at home, they're 12-10. They have a winning record at home. It's going to get better. All right. Right now, we're looking at New Orleans is favored by 4. Okay. Now, I'm not taking the points. Okay. Because it might be a close game. It might be a win just by 1. So with the Denver game, take the money line. All right. I would take the money line. And the points is 229.5. You know, I mean, that's really up in the air. That's a lot of points. And we really don't know what we're getting as far as either team. So I would stay away from the points. So New Orleans money line, that is another pick. Listen, we're raising the bar. That's why this is set up this way. We're going to, every single episode of this show, we're going to get better and better and better. Now, listen, this is all fire, trial by fire. Okay, I'm going to get better. These picks are going to get better. The analysis is going to get better. You know, and with your help, and I have a couple of friends that actually gave me some good criticism. A couple of, you know, these last episodes that I have aired, and you know, I'm taking it all in. So hopefully, you know, you guys roll with it and roll with me. All right, let's look at another game. Let's look at the Sacramento game. And they are at Chicago. Sacramento at Chicago. All right. Chicago's favored by 1. Okay. And the total points over under is 217.5. Now, this is one thing. This is the reason why I wanted to look at this game. This is NBA. And teams are not going to continuously lose and lose and lose and lose without a little win here and there. They're just not going to. And the Kings right now are on a 6-game losing streak. Okay? They're on a 6-game losing streak. They seem pretty evenly matched. Chicago has a lot of injuries. Carter's out, Gafford's out, Struss is out, Porter is out. They have a lot of injuries. Now, Sacramento, Bagley is out and Holmes is out. All right. All right. So they're pretty evenly matched. Offensively, Sacramento Kings, they average 106. Chicago average 105. They're right there. Fast break points are pretty even. The points in the paint are pretty even. Assists are dead even, 22, 0.8 and one's 0.7. Who cares, right? Rebounds a game, 50 and 50. I mean, this, you can't get any closer as far as a game, right? Two teams. Effective field goal percentage, 52% for Kings. Chicago, 50%. Right? Offensive rebound percentage, the Kings, 22.4. And Chicago, 21.8. Turnover percentage, 13.4 to 13.4. I mean, these guys are pretty close together as far as, so when it comes down to a team that's so close this way, obviously we're going to bet 1 unit on this, and you want to go 2, that's fine. But myself, I am going to bet 1 unit on this. This is a 1 unit for me, but I'm going to take the Kings with this. So, and Chicago's favored, so I'm going to take the +1 with this. All right. And the average 106 to Chicago's 105. So I'm leaving the points, the total points alone with this one also. Okay. Maybe one more pick. One more pick. I'm going to get a wrap for today. I want to look at the Houston game because Houston quickly, I would probably pick Houston, all right? Because Houston has lost, what is it, 4 or 5 in a row, but they have an outstanding team. The team they have, there's no reason why they're going to keep on losing. So, let alone, but it's 5.5 points. I mean, if you want to take a money line on that, I'm not officially making that a pick, but it's something to look at. I want to look at Phoenix. Phoenix at San Antonio. Okay. Right now, San Antonio is favored by 4.5. Okay. 4.5. But look how even this team is, right? 113 to 113. Same thing. Assists 23 for Phoenix, Sacramento, or San Antonio, I'm sorry, 24.7. Now with these bets, you know, we have to look at where the line, as where the money's going too. So real quick, let's just look at the injury report, right? Phoenix is healthy. Okay, Phoenix is healthy. That's my dog. All right, it's sitting here with me too, so he hears something, but it's probably just my noises I'm making. All right, injuries are nothing really coming up, so let's just look where the money is going. Okay. And we have pretty even. The money is really going with San Antonio right now. It's pushing for San Antonio. So it's 54% to 46%. Right? So I'm going to, I like Phoenix. And I'll tell you why. I'm just going to look at this real quick. The last game, Phoenix got embarrassed, okay? And they're one of these teams that they fight. They fight. And Phoenix has got everybody in. DeAndre Ayton, 17 points per game. Devin Booker's 26 point game. Rubio, 13. I mean, they're a nice looking team. And I feel like just with the presence of DeAndre Ayton at center, I feel like he was going to out rebound San Antonio. Yeah. I'm gonna pick Phoenix with this. Plus the 4.5. All right. Yeah. And that would be our picks for today. That was a quick show. I feel like it went pretty crisp and better. I don't know if those words even go together, right? So I'm taking Phoenix plus the 4.5. Okay. Sacramento, all right, +1. New Orleans with the money line. Those 3. I'm taking I'm taking Orlando. I couldn't even read my own handwriting. And that's a 3 unit. Okay, that's the best units I have today. This is my favorite game of the night. Orlando over Boston. And I took the under as a 1 unit. Okay, so there's 2 picks there. There's 5 picks. And I'm taking Miami, which I really like this game also. Just because they're home. Miami, and I'm a Phillies fan. All right, I'm Philadelphia all the way. All right, I can't stand the fact that Butler's over there. You know, but we let him go. We let him walk. It's smart of us, retards. But Miami, okay, Miami plus 2.5. That's what I'm taking. So I got 6 picks for you today. All right. Feel free to hit that thumbs up and like the video. You're only going to help me out. I'm only going to get better, and we're only going to keep making money. All right. We're going to make these bets. We're going to, sometimes I just don't think. All right. I'm going to slide a couple of these games in here real quick. So I'm taking Orlando. And let's say I really like that Orlando game. Yeah, I like this Miami game. Right? And now it's here on FanDuel, it's +2. So if the line is moving, hurry up and get in there quick. So I have it at 2.5. Maybe a line moved. All right, so I'm taking Miami and 1 more pick. This is for a parlay. I like to do a 3-team parlay. I don't really to go over that. And if my odds get crazy high, I like to just pull back off that. All right, and New Orleans. I think New Orleans is gonna get it. I like them. Right, so take them with the money line. Right now, he says here it is 174. So take that. That's pretty high. I don't like going so high, but let's just put 100 in there. And with $100 for those 3 teams is going to give you 473.92. Jump on that. Make some money. Make a little 3-team, little fun bet. You don't want to throw 100 on it. $50 is going to get you $236 right now. $50 is going to get you $236. Listen, I like making money. I like sports. I like betting. I like sitting at this bar. I like drinking. I do like drinking. Tomorrow, we'll find something else to drink. All right? So then, thank you for visiting the bar today. Thanks for coming by and spending a little time with me. Thanks for having a drink with me.